Hello folks, this is Solo speaking. You're listening to a preview video for Game 4 of Civ4 AI Survivor, Season number 7. As usual, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the map that we've got here. As an even numbered opening round game, that means that we are going to have 7 AI competitors instead of our normal 6. Alright, so here's a quick overview of the map. It is one of our typical blobby Pangeas, a little bit wider east-west than north-south. We have 7 AIs placed here. I'm going to start out with our Pool 1 leader on this map, who is Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh has drawn a very tasty-looking starting position here with ivory, a dry corn, and a gold tile that's on a river. Gilgamesh has been one of the most effective warmongers in our competition. He is low piece weight. He is a quite aggressive leader. I think he's in like the top 10 for leader aggression rating. And he has gone to the championship game, I believe, 2 different times in past seasons. So he's definitely had a lot of success. And as mentioned, he's one of the Pool 1 leaders in this game. Creative Protective might be traits that don't seem all that great for someone who's more war inclined, but as I said, he's been pretty successful in this competition in past years, and he appears to have drawn a nice starting position. All right. Our Pool 2 leader in this game, our other seeded leader, is Mao Zedong. Mao has the start here on the northwest corner of the continent. Mao does not have great traits for AI Survivor. Expansive, protective, they're okay, but they're not amazing. That said, he's been reasonably successful in past seasons, as seen by the fact that he's a Pool 2 leader. As kind of the king of hanging around, he has a bunch of second place finishes, just for whatever reason has been good at kind of avoiding notice and just slipping his way into second place finishes pretty consistently. So he's made out the playoffs a bunch of times. I will say that this starting position does not seem to be a great fit for his starting techs. China has what's arguably the best starting techs in the game, which are agriculture, mining. As I said, I don't think that these are amazing for his starting setup here, but we'll see what he's able to make of it in this game. All right, over here to the east, we have the Portuguese leader, whose name I'm really bad at pronouncing. I believe it's something close to João, but I'm sure I'm getting that wrong. Any of our Portuguese viewers can kindly correct me. Portuguese leader has the expansive traits in this game, expansive, imperialistic. In theory, this should make him really good at expanding. In practice, though, he doesn't seem to expand noticeably faster than anyone else. It's just kind of a mediocre leader, kind of a blah individual. He's basically middle of the pack in almost everything. He doesn't stand out in terms of aggression. He doesn't stand out in terms of economy. He doesn't really have any traits that make him noteworthy. His piece weight is right in the middle. Just kind of an average leader, and that makes him a little bit boring. So not one of our favorite leaders, but hey, he's got a wet corn. There's marble here. Maybe he'll do something this game. Now, down to his south, we have Peter. Peter is one of the 3 Russian leaders in Civ4. He's definitely been the least successful of the 3 in AI Survivor terms. Stalin and Kathy have both been more successful. I think that's in part because his traits are not well suited to his personality. Peter has philosophical expansive traits, which are more on the peaceful side of the spectrum. However, Peter has a pretty warmonger personality. Not completely crazy in like the Shocker or Montezuma mold, but still well above average in terms of aggression rating. But his traits don't really seem to fit that all that well. He's been pretty underwhelming in most of the past AI Survivor games, although I believe there was an alternate histories from one of the seasons where he did really well, so he got a little bit unlucky that particular year. Does have the copper at his starting position. That's always nice for leaders who are more aggressively inclined. And as like I said with the previous leaders, we'll see what he does with it in this game. Over here there to his east is another one of the Chinese leaders in this game. We actually have double China, so we had to switch the colors on one of them, and we have switched the colors of Qin over to yellow here. Qin is basically a builder AI who does not have very good traits to be a builder. He's pretty low on the aggression scale. He's actually low piece weight, but still pretty low on the aggressive scale. Likes to build wonders. Has the industrious trait to help a lot with that. The problem is he doesn't really have any of the traits that are really good for econ, so he doesn't have financial, doesn't have organized, doesn't have creative, nothing like that. Industrious protective, not amazing from an economic perspective. And so he's done okay in some past seasons of AI Survivor, largely when he has a field that lacks any really good economic leaders, which, by the way, this one does yet again. And he does have the gold resource just outside his capital's range. And he has the copper and double dry corns there. So this is a very nice start for agriculture mining starting techs. And this may be a game where he's able to be a bit more successful because the level of competition is perhaps a bit lower in this one. All right, furthermore, over here to the right, we have Sitting Bull. Sitting Bull, the only Native American leader in Civ4. Bad traits. There's no way around this. These are bad traits for AI survivor purposes. Philosophical protective. Not much synergy there. They don't really make a lot of sense. We described Sitting Bull as a leader who likes to build military and then not use it. He has a very high train unit rating, but a very low aggression rating. It's also a very high peace weight for what that's worth. So his personality as an AI doesn't make a whole lot of sense. As you said, he builds a lot of units and then doesn't use them, which is not great economy-wise. He also is kind of infamous for poisoning people's water supply with spies, which is not very effective either. So he is probably one of the worst leaders in AI Survivor overall, but he did manage the second place in the last season, so who the heck knows? And then finally, up here on the north side of the map, we have our one financial leader in this game, Wang Khan, financial protective, infamous in the AI survivor community for having a troll personality. We've called him the Troll King because he's had a habit of just doing very weird things, whether that's marching his army completely all the way across the map to attack someone that for no logical reason whatsoever, or managing to win a spaceship victory, I think back in season 3 or 4, and after he had lost his capital earlier in the game. This guy just does weird stuff, and he's a popular pick for that. In a field that has a lot of leaders that are maybe not super effective, this might be a game where the financial plus alive traits, which we've described before, could be financial plus alive is the way to go. But we'll see. This one could be a little bit tricky to predict. All right, anyway, so here's all the resources again if you want to see them. I know it's zoomed out, so it can be a little bit tricky, but there you go. This game will be taking place 2 weeks, not 1 week, 2 weeks after this gets video posted. That will be on May the 5th. 2023, May 5th. So I will be out of town next week, so you will not be seeing a game on April the 28th. It will be on May 5th instead. But we run the usual picking contest. There'll be a link to the picking contest underneath this video's description. So go ahead and check that out if you want to get in your prediction on who's going to win, who's going to be the first one to die, and all that jazz. Hopefully, though, we'll see you then on May the 5th for Game 4 of Civ4 AI Survivor Season number 7. Until then, enjoy the week off, take care, and I'll see you guys then.